A Word of Knowing family. It's Mary Herter coming at you from Morro Bay, California on this lucky day of March 17th. And I was just seeing the energy of the three abound around me here as I'm just enjoying this beautiful, picturesque morning. And as I'm sitting here, I'm watching three vultures circling overhead. And for a minute, they were gone. They were out of sight. And I said, I wonder if I should meditate on the vulture and see if I couldn't put some thoughts down here on a recording. And sure enough, they showed back up. And one of them, it's funny because for some reason I just have an affinity for vultures. One did a little wingtip and flew directly over my head and not very high up. So it felt to me like that was an acknowledgement that universe would like to get this message out, or spirit would like to get the message out. And what was coming through was more of three vultures, obviously being the third month. Here we are in March. And they were reminding me really to celebrate life and to focus on what is good in your life. And even if something kind of tricky shows up, not to focus on that. And I know it's hard to do because for whatever reason, we just are automatically programmed, at least I am, to go into some negative default mode. And so what Vulture energy is sharing is no, they make the best of what universe provides for them. They trust in universe. They know that they're going to be provided for. They just take life as it comes. If it's a windy day, you see them just kind of floating around in those thermals and enjoying perhaps that energy. Maybe it's a little bit easier for them to look for something to eat. The wind is beneath their wings, moving them around. And then also that energy, they transmute things. Perhaps things that aren't appealing to us, they change that energy. And they change it into something that could be nourishing for sure for them. And they're able to just go on and move on and go to the next thing. And that's really what Spirit is reminding me, is that somehow, some way, again, if that tricky thing shows up, to either change your mental outlook or change your physical location. And it happened to us yesterday. We had a certain plan. I know we always say man plans and then God has other ideas for us. And so what we had planned to do, which was to go to a recycling center, well, sure enough, we get there and the guy's closing the gates and it's his lunch hour. So normally we would have been super aggravated, super frustrated. But I said, hey, we have a half hour. Let's head to the beach. And we went to a little town called Cayucas and walked around with our dog and enjoyed meeting other dogs, watching the waves, enjoying the people that were there for their vacation. And it was just so amazing to be able to just have that little mini vacation, so to speak, and have a space where you could change your energy, change your frequency. So we went from something that was very low vibration and negative, and then by the time we got back to the recycling center, we were laughing and joking, and we were able to effortlessly and easily do what we needed to do with our friend Lewis there. And then we were able to, go on with our day. And it was just easy and effortless, but we got into a different space, a different place, a different frequency. And I think universe just wants to provide for us. And yeah, there's going to be negative things that happen or that we perceive as negative, but we can also look at it as an opportunity for transmutation, just like the vulture is showing me with their energy. And then just see what universe provides. What is God providing for you in your life? And how can you make the best of it? So instead of, automatically going to that either victim mode, if you want to call it that, negative programming. How do we turn that lemon into lemonade? How do we do that? And for me, it's simply changing your physical location, or for people that are further along, perhaps on that meditation wavelength, they can easily change their attitude through that going within. But when we're kind of beginners and we're really not that far along, what I've found is just physically changing your location to that happy place for you can make all the difference. And then you're in more of a frame of mind to celebrate life. Celebrate that positive, celebrate what is, instead of focusing on what isn't. And the more we focus on what is and all of that happiness and what we're grateful for, the universe is just going to continue to provide more of that for us. And if you're fortunate enough to live in a location where you have vultures, just meditate on the vulture and watch and see what they do. It's absolutely fascinating, from a spirit animal perspective or from a totem perspective. And just see what your intuition brings to you and what universe starts showing up with. It is just fascinating. But I hope that helps, and I hope you guys have a very lucky and happy St. Patrick's Day. Take care.